They say I'm cute, can cook, and will get you hooked.
You know me, and you already know what it is. Greatness cannot be rushed.
Two things for the soul. I never lie to you or on you.
I am the architect of my life. I build foundations and choose content.
I might be quiet, but I observe and remember everything, so watch out.
I may be heavy in his sheet, but I apply pressure to those streets.
I'm just a southern girl who means what she says and says what she means.
And welcome to a special edition of Friends and Wives Podcast.
What's up, y'all? What's going on? Red meat, look at my little red meat, baby.
Yeah,
See Madam.
You got to see Madam in the house, baby.
Yes.
Woo.
Feeling good.
Yep. I'm feeling good too after that last episode. I took my shades off. I got the crying spell is over with.
Yes.
You know, I was able to release and relate and relax, and now I'm ready.
You
I'm
back.
ready.
You
I'm
back.
ready.
Relax.
I'm back. It don't take long.
What was that show, girl? What was Willie? Relax. Release.
I'm back, y'all.
What Megan the Stallion say? Bad bitches have bad days.
And they do.
And they do.
And they do.
Hello, somebody.
And you know what?
As Robin says, hello, somebody.
Hello, somebody.
And good evening.
I know that's right.
So who else do we have?
We have Mr. Israel.
All right, we're back in the
house.
building, y'all. We've been
My personal Kindle.
personal, baby. Yes.
You also have your girl Tim K in the building.
She's shimmering and all.
And you have V Baby.
Baby, she was rockabye, baby.
Oh, wait a minute. Okay.
That was a real good one.
Yes. Because when I'm feeling a certain way, I cannot hide it, and I'm sorry.
And-
you know, but
and you shouldn't.
And
You
like,
shouldn't
thank
have
you,
to.
and I'm
And you
not.
shouldn't.
And like Tim K said, you know, I've never seen you this way because today I never experienced anything that I experienced today. So you're gonna get a different type of emotion out of me.
Right.
You know.
It's just
Well, the other day, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
taking me over.
Hey.
Caught up in sorrow, lost in.
Speaking of emotions and everything else, I
Yes.
want everyone to understand
Okay.
that you have to speak to yourself. And that's the topic of today.
Speak life,
right?
baby.
Affirmations.
I speak life.
Yes. And a lot of times, you know, and I didn't even know this until like a year or two ago. And I'm
Okay.
32 years old.
Yeah.
Girl, I thought you about 26, girl. Thought you about 26.
I'm 32 years old. Hey, thank you.
32, about 32.
And what I realized in growing over the last, you know what? I think it was 21 after I had the car accident. I had to sit down and really just know
Wait a
myself.
minute.
I had to sit down.
Wait a minute.
She took what?
Stop. What year was this?
21.
You talking about the one I knew about?
Yes.
Oh, Lord.
Man, I was running rapid ever since then. And sometimes God
It's
just
an inside joke, y'all, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but the same one I knew about.
of the car. Yes. When I had to sit down.
In the parking lot.
God said I need to sit down, and I had to sit down, and I had to learn myself, and I had to do all that.
Right.
Okay.
And so, look, y'all, it's an inside joke, and we can't
I
talk
see
about
the
it.
inside
Not that one,
edition.
not that one.
Let's call the inside edition.
But friends and wives ends know that this happened on the parking lot.
I still had to sit down.
Was it on a McDonald's parking lot?
Still had to sit down.
It was on the parking lot. Bitch, I thought you was talking about something on the E-way or
It
something.
was traumatic to me.
Oh, geez.
Oh,
It's therapy?
However,
Thank
carry
you.
on.
Next.
It could be big things or little things. It was true. I had to sit down.
She had to sit down.
In the parking lot.
Okay, let's go. Let's move on.
Inside joke.
Okay,
It's
y'all.
inside. Okay,
Let's move on. Keep it
But in the-
pushing.
but in the midst
Let's
of that-
push it.
Look,
Push
now I don't even feel right about sitting down. But in the midst of that, I had to do a lot of growing, learning, understanding that. And I think I lost a lot of friends and stuff like that because I really just went
If
through
you lost them, they weren't friends.
Exactly. I went through a spiritual awakening and things of that nature, right?
Okay.
And I had to learn how to speak to myself in the mirror, saying,
Hello?
okay.
Because it starts
You're
with
beautiful,"
you.
Right.
Good
Definitely
morning,
beautiful.
gorgeous.
Yeah, you're beautiful, you're loving, you can do this. And it's crazy because it took 30 whole years for me to even get to this point. No one taught me this. No one said this is something you had to do. And not necessarily that you have to do, but it is detrimental to your mental, your spiritual, and everything else. You have to speak to yourself. You have to tell yourself that you're doing good, right?
Pat yourself on the back.
No one else will.
for you.
Yes.
No one else will, right? And even
Especially not like you. Anyway.
exactly,
Yeah.
no one else will. And I think a lot of times, and what I realize is when you actually wake up and do that in the morning and stuff like that, it's one of those situations where it actually affects your whole day.
And it could.
Yes.
Yeah.
It affects your whole day. When you get up and tell you, I'm the baddest bitch it is today.
You gonna go out there.
I'm gonna walk like I'm the baddest bitch
Yes.
it is today.
Because it doesn't take anybody else to tell you.
No. Right.
We have to encourage ourselves first.
That's true.
And what we put in ourselves is going to project out to others, right?
Right.
If I'm a wimp and I feel defeated, it's going to
gonna show.
It's going to show. If I feel like I am getting ready to take control of this situation and I got this, it's going to show. I'm going to walk in the room like I own it. But who told me that? I did.
You had to. You had to. No one else is going to tell you that because they're too busy telling themselves whatever the hell they telling
Well, you know
themselves.
what? The best part of waking up is prayer in your good.
Hello, somebody.
Prayer in your good, baby.
Hello, somebody.
See, ma'am, do you pray?
At times, I do.
Okay.
What's at times? It should be
At
a
times.
daily
First
thing.
of all,
No. I say little mini prayers, and they're not necessarily
Snippets?
prayers.
Just snippets?
I mean, it could be something beautiful. It could be, thank you for this, but not just.
If you send it up, that's all that matters. Really,
it's not like
to
I'm
be
on my
honest.
knees, praise God, hallelujah, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
But I do give myself affirmations. I do thank God for this. I do thank God for that. I mean, but the prayer that I grew up with in church, I don't really do that.
Okay.
What you
So.
mean?
Hey, now, she was Baptist, honey.
Well,
Yeah, old school
if
Baptist.
you go back to any of our prior episodes, she talks about it. She has gone through traumatic experiences.
She's traumatized.
in her life where she's lost a little faith.
Okay.
Right.
But the Madam I know today, you're gaining it back. And you're getting
And I'm
back.
trying, and I am
Yes,
trying
she's getting
slowly.
back. Yeah, they got to
But
go back. You talk about
However, I never let go of my prayer.
it.
I put it like that. The way I pray.
Okay.
And you know what? I still think it's a slightly different because you pray to the Lord and you say, Lord, I'm grateful. Thank you. Please, whatever, right? But talking to yourself, right? And I consider myself as God because I'm God of my universe, right? And that's who lead me. God leads me and I'm God of this universe, right?
Okay.
That's how I look at it. I still feel like you still need to look deep into yourself and your
Absolutely.
eyes and say, I love you. You are beautiful, right? Because that's a transactional thing between me and myself, right? The thing that I can see. Like I go up and pray and I say, Lord, thank you for this and thank you for that. And naturally, I'm sending that off, right?
Right.
But affirmations and talking to myself, I'm sending that direct connection back to me. And I feel like it's important for both.
What
right?
about the unseen, though? Faith.
No, I
faith-
still have that faith.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
I
Because
still,
that's
I still have
faith
that
is
faith.
little as a mustard
Still
seed.
have that
You
faith.
know,
Lord, I put this up in here
because you
but
know
the-
it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I know it's gonna happen.
Why you know
but
it's gonna
I
happen though?
Because I have that faith, and I know that it's been plenty of times that I done put that out there, and it's worked out. Even if it didn't work out in the way that I wanted it to, it still worked out for the benefit of my good. But
Okay.
the fact of the matter is, I still had to look at myself and be like, look. You put it out there. You got this. You can do what you need to do. And I feel like that's what the difference is, right? Because you already put that faith out of there, but it's a reminder to yourself, right? To walk. Remember, you did it.
To
You
what?
placed this- walk in faith.
Okay.
And you did what you
Got
supposed
a question
to do.
for you, ma'am.
Okay.
Got a question for you. So therefore,
I hate it when
And I
he
got
be
a
like
question
that.
for you.
Right.
When are you gonna get that 27-piece change?
and the answer to your question, ma'am, is going to be March the 18th. Let's keep moving. Now, the question for you, when you was looking into that mirror,
Mm-hmm.
now when you saying transactional, when you do a transactional, to me, what you're saying is, like you said, you praying, well, Lord, I thank you for my food, my clothes, my car, my
I'm
job, my
grateful.
husband, my
Yeah, I'm
dog.
grateful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when you transactional, when you look in the mirror, you be saying,
God-
Lord,
God
I
already
thank
told-
you for how you're building Tim Kia up. I thank you for
No.
a new mind, a new
No.
outlook
That's
in
my
life. I
prayer.
thank
You
you
in
for
that
growth.
spirit.
That's,
Yeah.
that's
thank
my
you
prayer.
for-
Okay.
That's my prayer. When I'm talking transactional to me, God got you. Why are you discrediting yourself?
Mm-hmm.
What is going on with you? You got this. Tim Kill, you are a beast. God made you.
But when you're saying these things, what's happening in your what's happening immediately?
What are you creating in this space?
Physical-
What you
yeah.
creating in
real
this space?
time, it's like a motivational coach, right? Like
Yeah.
real time.
But I'm
Because
saying
that's
what
the-
you're going through to make you have to build yourself up. What's happening around you? Like is something happening at work?
not necessarily
relationships,
not
so-
necessarily anything other than I just need that extra confidence, that extra boost,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And I don't necessarily have to be anything, right?
Okay.
It could be where like sometimes I wake up and I say my prayer, Lord, I'm thankful,
Mm-hmm.
and then you come and maybe I'm nervous about something. I guess you can say that I'm nervous
Mm-hmm.
about something, or I'm going through something, or whatever the case is. Not saying that it's not gonna work, but I might be a little stalled, right? Where I have to give that
Stagnated.
Little, yeah, I have to give that extra encouragement.
She's stagnated, honey.
Extra encouragement.
She just stalled. She's stagnated.
Yeah, stagnant.
Yeah,
And-
stagnated, baby.
Stagnated, honey. Like the old folks, she's stagnated.
If they watch us, they know what he means, baby. If they watch us, they know what he means.
But that goes back to a gospel song that hits really hard to me, and it's I think it's Marvin Sapp, and it's "Encourage Yourself," right?
It
And
starts with you.
It starts with
Like
you.
it starts at home, it starts with you. I don't need C Madam, and I don't need Israel to tell me, it's gonna be okay. I got to be able to tell myself that.
Right.
I got to believe in me before I want you to believe in me, but I'm still going to hurt. I'm human. I'm still going to go through emotions. But I'm telling, okay, girl, you got this.
Right.
If I didn't have this, I wouldn't have come today.
Right.
I would have been in my car. I would have been in my bed. I would have been in my chair sobbing.
Right.
But I know I got this. But I wanted to be around people of like mind to
Right.
feed into me, to give me that energy and that support that I need to continue on.
And God has you. It's the reminder to yourself in that very moment that you got this.
That you're going to be okay.
and you're gonna be okay.
But you know,
Okay.
the thing is, you pray to God, you give yourself your daily affirmations or affirmations, for whatever you're going through, but then you have to go out there and live it and walk it.
exactly.
You know what I
We
mean?
have to do that.
That's what
That's
we
right.
have to do.
That's
So, I
right.
mean, you can talk to yourself all you want, trying to lift yourself up, but if you're not making an effort to whatever your situation is,
But
what's the point?
That's what I'm saying.
You got to
That's-
put the work in.
That's what
Okay.
I'm saying, and I slightly disagree because that talking to yourself is actually the motivation and the boost that you need to ensure that you're pushing and doing the work. Because if I'm not doing that, right, I'm not gonna say I'm not going to be putting in the work.
You
but
got
I'm just
people that
saying-
talk though all day long.
And don't
We're
walk.
gonna do this, but
But
they don't
they'll
put the
never
work
walk.
in.
That's
Thank
true.
you.
That's true.
I know people like that.
That's true.
They think about it, but they don't put the work in, and that's why they
true.
still at
Because
the
I've been
same
guilty
level.
of it.
That's true,
Yeah.
and I
been
have
guilty
too.
of it.
Yeah.
But the thing where I feel like it's a little bit different for me, I can only speak for me, is when I feel like I'm stagnated. Like
Stagnated, honey.
When I feel like that, it's not because I'm not putting in the work. It's because I feel like the work that I'm putting in
It's not enough.
is not enough. And I have to remind myself, and that helps me with the faith, that I already put out. That helps me that you
Okay.
have what you need to do. I'm having that transactional with myself. And sometimes it don't even be good. Sometimes I look at myself and be like, what's wrong with you?
so let
So
me
when
ask
you
you-
think about transactional, when I think about it, I'm thinking about like a transaction. You give and you take. So you're giving out and you're taking with yourself.
Yeah,
of
but
what
I'm
you
looking,
need to do.
I'm looking deep in my
Yeah,
soul.
yeah, going back and forth. Yeah, because you're your own pep. You're
Right.
your own
Your
hype
own
person.
cheerleader.
Your own
Hype
hype
man.
person. Yeah. Okay, so in that, okay, go ahead.
Okay, I just want to ask the question because Tinkia did advise, Tim K.
Okay.
She did advise that her song was Encourage Yourself. So I'm assuming that's a daily song for her that's inspiration to make her give her the extra push, motivation. So my question is to you and to you. So my favorite song of all time, gospel-wise, that pushed me in there would be Order My Steps.
That's a good one too.
Like this song never gets old. It never gets tired. This song creates a space for me and it's so real. And I can relate and it pushed me in the mood just for worship, puts me in the mood of being grateful. Just I can just go the extra mile. I can just be sore. Now what is your song?
Mine is more old school, and it's Tremaine Hawkins' Waymaker. Like,
Okay.